This episode of the Jersey Beer Guys podcast is sponsored by White Eagle Liquor Store in Riverside, by Beer Belly Brew Tours in Oak Lynn, and by Dr Brewlittle's in Maple Shade. The Jersey Beer Guys
and one girl
podcast is hosted by Rob Dowie.
I think I got it, but just in case, tell me the whole thing again. I wasn't listening.
Amy Diamond.
You are a very well-respected journalist in the craft beer industry. You know that, don't you?
With Ian Dowie.
I only came here to do two things, man. Kick some ass and drink some beer. Looks like we're almost out of beer.
And Eric Bracken.
Damn, I'm thirsty. I want a beer. What about you? You want a beer?
Featuring Tony Iacono of the Two Brothers podcast.
Tell what's in beer, eh? Like my brother can tell the difference between beers by what his burps taste like.
And Kevin Riley O'Reilly of Philly Beer Trail.
Now you listen here. He's not the Messiah. He's a very naughty boy. Now go away.
Produced by me, Richard Rabin.
I think this is one of the traits of a really good producer. Keep the talent happy.
It's the show about New Jersey craft beer you didn't know you wanted to listen to. Okay, let's get the ball rolling.
What you are about to hear is bizarre, unsettling, and riveting.
We've got entirely too many troublemakers here.
10 seconds to self-destruct.
If there's still a world left when this is all over, I'd like to buy you a beer.
To alcohol, the cause of and solution to all of life's problems.
All right, we're doing this without an intro. Jersey Beer Guys.
And a girl.
All right, we're at AC Beer. No, we're not AC Beer Fest. Man, I'm so used to saying AC Beer Fest. Yeah. Wait, actually, that was the last time I was actually on the microphone.
Well, that's what it is. Yeah, I was just going to say it's been a long time since I said that.
But we're at a growing competitor here, if you could say that, Summer Swelter Beer Festival.
Yes.
Is that where we're at, Amy?
We are at the Summer Swelter.
Okay, but it's not sweltering now.
It is not. It's wet. It's a wet beer fest.
So it's we're sitting inside the neck of the woods as we did a couple years ago. Yes, air conditioned. Yep.
Of course, you don't really need that today. Well, dry. You need today.
Yeah. Glad I didn't want to pick out a spot outside.
Oh, it's not that bad out though.
Yeah. So we're almost did it again.
No, you really did it again. There was no almost. You did.
Yeah.
You said the end.
I almost said the whole thing. Summer Swelter.
We're at a swelter. Just a swelter.
A swelter.
A swelter beer fest.
Swelter beer. All right. So anyway, we're in the neck of the woods. I'm just going to say we're in the neck of the woods.
There you go.
All right. So you heard Eric chiming in. I had his volume on. I meant to leave that off so we didn't have to hear from him.
Turn that down.
So Amy's here. Of course, the girl is here. Tony from Two Brothers. Though we can't. We're not going to say Tony from Two Brothers anymore because Two Brothers
is now one.
Might have passed away. We're not sure.
Yeah, we're not sure.
Not sure.
He doesn't have. They're not Two Brothers anymore.
Wait, so he's only going to be able to count to one.
One brother.
On?
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah. Check one.
Check one. Yeah.
So Tony is now a Jersey beer guy because I got to.
He could be a girl. You don't know.
No, we don't know that. But we got to get him a T-shirt though. We got to give him a T-shirt.
Yeah, you're not official till you get a T-shirt.
Okay. Maybe I'll take Ian's T-shirts away from him. Since
No, he's
fired.
not official.
Yeah. He's fired. Listen, he felt it was better him to raise his child properly than to drink beer with us. Listen, I'm telling you.
Well, kids get in the way. I'm telling you.
So
that's twice today I had that discussion.
All right, so we're where we
you got this. I got this, Rob. We're at the Summer Swelter.
All right, we're sitting inside here, and we have a guest who's waiting patiently for his turn to speak.
Very patiently.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
But I don't even know who the guy is. So did we invite him or?
Well, we didn't. Apparently, the one brother invited him.
You want me to do the intro then?
No, I know who it is. I know. It's Chris from Oyster Creek Brewing from AC Beer Fest, right? Chris from AC Beer Fest. Is that where he's from? No.
Everybody's from AC Beer Fest, apparently.
No, he's from Oyster Creek in Waretown, New Jersey. Yep. So the thing about Chris is he's friends with Vic.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So I told him, I said, you can come over and talk to us about beer. I said we could trash Vic the whole time because I don't think Vic even listens to us anymore.
Vic does not listen.
Yeah, so.
Love you, Vic.
Yeah. Papa Smurf himself. Grandpapa Smurf himself. You know, Chris, you're allowed to jump in at any time.
Anytime. Go for it.
Yeah.
Don't that to be a thing. You don't want to do that. that.
He's going to go with that plausible deniability we're talking about.
He signed the form.
He's like, yo, you didn't hear me talking shit about you. It was all them guys. It was all them guys. I'm telling you, it was all them guys.
But he's laughing, Vic. He's laughing the whole time.
So I had one of your beers when I was here. It was a peanut butter and jelly. What was it? What kind of ale, right?
Yeah, it's an ale. Brewed with a little bit of rye. It's just an amber ale. I know a lot of people do like a peanut butter stout, and we kind of want to steer away from that.
Yeah, I've seen sours too. Yeah.
Yeah. So we were like, if we do like an amber, we could throw a little fruit in there, throw a little raspberry in there, turn it into a peanut butter jelly sandwich.
No,
that is like all you need now is potato chips. Like to drink that beer and potato chips. Like,
what are you going to crumble the potato chips in your beer?
Well, no, you can eat the potato chips while you're drinking the beer. It's like it's a meal. It's a total meal.
That's a new type of beer. It's you have milkshake IPAs. We're going to call them meal beers.
Rim the glass with with potato chips.
There you go.
The plain chips, just crunch them down and just rip.
That's an idea.
I might do that. Yeah.
Gotta find some potato chips.
I think there's potato chips over there.
I'll find you potato chips. No, so I had that beer.
Amy's like, hold my beer.
Of course.
Yeah.
Very good. Like, it didn't even hit my mouth yet. Like, when I put it up, and I got that smell of the peanut butter, and I was like, and I had to pull it down. I was standing with you, Tony.
Yeah, we were there together. That's fun.
Yeah, and like, I didn't even sip it. I had to put it down. I'm like, oh my God, like the peanut butter smell on that when you're about ready to sip it was amazing. And then when you drank it, it was just, it was a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
It was.
It was so good.
It was really good. The thing with the PB&J beers, sometimes you get too much peanut butter or too much jelly. This was perfect in the middle. You get both.
It was, I'm telling you, it was the best sandwich ever. I'm going to start.
Best sandwich I drank ever.
We experimented with a lot of different peanut butter options. In my research, people use PB2 powder, and they had good experiences and bad experiences, mostly bad. I've heard. We tried a small batch with that. We tried regular peanut butter, and we just found what works. We found a peanut butter syrup that actually works well. So it blends well. You get all the flavor of it. It's nice. And there's no issues with the fast peanut butter and mess with the beer. The PB2 doesn't dissolve, so people were like, we would end up with like
clumps.
That's all I think with the syrup. It just works. Yeah, with the company Amaretti, they make a lot of craft purees, and they offered us a bunch of samples of different peanut butter options they had. We tried them all out, and this is where we ended up. And can you put it on ice cream?
You can wait.
Pump it right onto.
You can put anything on ice cream.
This is true.
Just gonna throw that out there. Now you got now you're getting pretzels in the mix.
Yeah, you're adding everything to it, right? So is this a standard beer that you have on? Or is this a special?
Seasonal. We do this like as our kind of back to school beer.
Okay.
Mid-August.
Get the parents back into it.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly. Very smart. Used to making sandwiches every day for your kid. Come in and
drink a beer.
So yeah, it's our like end of summer beer. So it's,
well, usually in summertime when I'm working, it's really hot. I can't eat a lot, so I usually have a peanut butter and jelly. So I think this would be better because if I could drink this, I could drink. I would be hydrating and
eat the sandwich.
Yes, and have the illusion of a sandwich, but I would be hydrating, and that's important.
Well, that's
when you're working outdoors. Yes.
Like, do you can that? Do you can that one?
Yeah, we can everything we have on tap. But yeah, we do can it.
Now, do you have a canning line, or you do it in crowlers, or
We do 16-ounce crowlers.
Okay.
But we keep everything we make in our fridge ready to go.
Because I know you have a small spot.
Yeah.
We were there on opening day. That was probably when you opened, when you cut the ribbon.
And it was
yep.
Elbow to elbow.
And I never stand in line for that, but I stood in line
that was you're like, I can't believe I'm standing in line for this, and we stood in line.
It was good. Yeah, because I'm one of them ones I don't stand in line for things that I don't have to. Yeah.
I think we had like 6 beers on tap at that point.
Yeah.
Where I have like 18 beers on tap.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You have a very good diverse selection.
Yeah,
when we went there for the
as
podcast,
diverse as possible. Try to hit every audience and just try to make as good of a beer as I can.
Now, is that you that's brewing?
Yeah.
Okay, is it your full-time job, if I may ask, or no? Just doing it part-time, huh?
Yeah, brewing 2 days a week and canning and all the other business stuff the other days of the week, but I still have my other 40-hour-a-week job.
Really? Yeah, I'm telling you.
It is. I've been talking about it lately. Like, I really got to get this beer thing.
Get your priorities straight. Priorities.
If I just had 1 or 2 more days just to be able to be in the brew house, take care of the stuff like cleaning kegs and rolling kegs and whatnot.
Or do you have an assistant or?
Right now, it's my daughter Summer to help me.
Okay.
She comes in and mills break for me.
Oh, well, that's good because then you don't have to pay her because it's your daughter. You just charge her. Do you know your board just went up to what? Whatever I'm paying you is what it's what your board's gone up an hour. That's neat how that works out.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why we had kids. We had this discussion. That's why we had kids. Right?
They're little dwarfs.
Yeah.
little snotty dwarfs, snot-nosed dwarfs that help you around the house when you need it. Oh God! So you have 18 different beers on tap. Is there styles that you like to brew, or do you brew for season? Do you brew stuff that you like to brew? Do you brew what is hot?
I do all of that.
Okay.
We do seasons. Like the Hefeweizen we have on tap today. During the summer, we do it as blueberry hef.
Okay.
In the fall, we do cranberry. The winter time we've done plain, we've done pomegranate, and then in the spring we do pineapple coconut.
Okay.
Same thing with some of the other stuff, like the sours. The sour we have on tap, I'll change up the fruit on it from season to season. Like I said, this one, peanut butter and jelly, that's a summertime beer. I have a honey black tea ale. We serve that early in the summer.
That sounds good too.
And we actually use hop using black tea. But I do stouts year round. I do porters year round. Dark, because I'm a big dark beer fan.
Right.
I like to have it on tap.
Now, do you do like a regular style, or do you do like adjuncts to it? Do you add stuff to it? Barrel aging stuff and like.
We've done barrel aging.
Like adding stuff to it, making dessert stouts and stuff like that, or.
We've done for Valentine's Day. We do a chocolate cherry stout.
Okay.
So I'll add cocoa nibs and dried cherries.
That sounds delicious.
Let it age for like a month on cocoa and cherries.
Okay.
We do like a dry Irish stout for St. Patrick's Day.
Right.
The porter we usually do is a vanilla porter, but in the fall I'll do a maple syrup vanilla porter. So I try to vary it up, but at the same time I'm trying to keep, we have just a cream ale, just a very basic cream ale, because we get some people come in and they're like, I drink Coors Light.
Right.
Okay, well start with this, and and they'll go, okay, this is good, and maybe we can introduce them into something, like that black tea honey ale. It's still pretty light and refreshing. It's like, you might enjoy this one as well. Maybe I can convince you to try the Hefeweizen, and maybe I can,
Right.
So we can try to convert people to the craft beer world a little bit more. But I do some true to style stuff. Like we have some West Coast IPAs on tap, and we have New England IPAs that are just straight hops and oats and wheat, and then we have like a mango milkshake IPA at the same time.
Right.
So, mango milkshake.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be tasty.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
Yeah.
It's probably our best seller is the mango milkshake.
Yeah. Are you in the same location?
Yes.
Okay, you haven't moved.
And now
Okay.
It's getting very crowded.
Yeah. I was wondering because that's a small. It's a small area. Yeah.
Yeah. We just expanded our brew house, so we went from what was like a 1.5 barrel to a 5 barrel.
Oh, that's a big expansion.
Yeah, we just have 5 barrel fermenters that are being delivered this week, and it's getting tight.
Right.
And I would love to do canning runs on that stuff and get into more distribution. It was a struggle, but not even in a bad way during COVID, was we were doing so much takeout that I was having trouble keeping up with demand just in the tap room.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. And so now we're trying to not only stay fully stocked in-house, but get mom and tap in more places, get cans out of the liquor stores, and just grow.
Wow.
Yeah, it's amazing, because you work hard to open your spot, and you're trying to get open. You open in a small spot, and before you know it, you're ready to move, and you're outgrown that equipment that you have. You're already looking at new equipment, bigger space.
It's not a bad thing.
It's definitely one of those dilemmas when you open to say, like, you don't want to buy into a big spot because you don't know if it's successful, or it's wasted real estate if you're not using it. But then, in my situation, it's like we've probably already outgrown the spot. We're just trying to make do with what we have for the time.
Right.
But yeah, it's definitely in the works to expand and grow and find a bigger building to do all that.
So, when COVID was going on, like a lot of breweries, they open up outside areas. Were you able to do that in your spot?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, basically doubled our capacity.
Oh, that's good. Are you able to keep it?
Yeah, they said we're good until
next year, right? I think
2022.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good then.
Yeah.
That helps.
Yeah. I think the state said that they're good until next year.
Yeah.
Well,
which is like one of the best things I've seen come out of COVID. Out of that thing is because
the breweries,
for the breweries, is the outdoor spots.
That's awesome. Yeah. And how long have you been open?
We just passed 3 years in May.
Okay. So it's 3 years ago. Okay.
Huh. Yeah, because I think we interviewed Icarus that day, and on our way down the road, we stopped there. It was either that or it was Backward Flag, one or the other.
It might have been Backward Flag.
Yeah.
And then we
Yeah, so they were opening up, so we wound up down there. So it was one or the other.
And then we went back again. We were there twice at Oyster Creek.
Yeah, you always go twice.
Well, we did.
Yeah, you always have to. The grand opening, you're just getting dialed in. You know what I mean? And things may not be exactly perfect, or you're getting your service set up and you're figuring out how it goes, and then you always have to go back.
If I remember, you guys opened like it was a rush opening, kind of.
Yeah, we part of it was we were trying to set a specific date. So, like, we have a beer called May the 4th. So it was, it's a Star Wars reference.
Right.
But it was also the day that we were trying to get our inspection done by the state. Our grain deliveries were coming in, and, it was one of those, I didn't have all the ingredients to make the 4 other beers I was hoping to make because they were missing hops or yeast or a particular grain. So I'm like, let me make a new beer. So we made this beer. We're like, let's call it May the 4th and really hope we can open on May. So we ended up doing our soft open on May the 4th. But yeah, it was a couple some of the stuff was undercarbonated to start. And it was a case of dialing stuff in.
Right, yep.
And now with the new system, now I'm trying to dial everything back.
Yeah, you'll get there.
Yeah, I think I've kind of already got a handle on most of the recipes. So.
Right.
Awesome. Very good.
All right, we're going to wrap this up. We're doing quick shorts. We did like 16 minutes with them. So we're going to let you get back. Short takes. There you go. We're going to, here at the AC Summer Swelter Beer Festival.
Well, listen, we're within what? How many miles of AC?
I don't know. We're in the same state, so that just counts.
40 miles, maybe?
Yeah, we're close. We're close.
Stone's throw.
Oh, so close. So, Chris, thank you so much for joining us.
Yes, thank you.
Get back there and start serving some beer to them folks. All right, thanks.
I'll get that PB&J.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Thanks.
I'm ready.
You ready, finally?
I'm ready.
Okay, so, we're back, finally.
Where are we, Rob?
AC Summer Swelter Beer Festival. Oh, God, I was tongue-tied last. You weren't here. I kept saying, call to the AC Beer Fest, and I started at 8, and then it was like, no, it's not it.
It's not. Whose glass?
Yeah, that's my glass.
It's empty.
I'm sorry, I couldn't get it. I was trying to get going and didn't have time, and
It sucks to be you.
Yep. Okay, so we got the same group, but we have a new guest here. So who do we got there, Tony? Take it away, Tony.
Oh, my God. So much pressure. We have Sean from Lower Forge. Thanks for coming on.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Sean.
So what did you bring today? What was your VIP beer?
So we actually brought a White Witch, a golden stout. It's kind of a new recipe for us, but it's a lot of fun because it's a style that gets neglected quite a bit. And even we're hearing from everybody like, oh, I haven't seen one of these in forever. So people are really enjoying it, especially because 2 years ago, the last one, we were known for our fruit beers.
Yes.
So now we're kind of mixing it up a bit, reminding people we can do something more than throw some peaches in a Hefeweizen. But it's fun for us because this was a beer that also doesn't help with the podcast. We're wearing our shirt that's celebrating women in brewing. I mean, when the three owners, two are women, my wife and my mom and me,
right.
I do have to realize at some point that if I don't respect that, I get my butt kicked. But this is also a type of style that would have been brewed before the Industrial Revolution. Malt forward, balanced, not very hoppy. This is the type of thing in alewife in Renaissance England or the Renaissance lowlands would have been brewing and bringing to the market, which is a lot of fun. People really seem to be digging it.
So you're looking at it from a historical point of view when you're something like that.
I'm a history nerd when it comes to stuff. I love to dabble and play in some of the where we've been beer-wise, because sometimes I worry we get a little bit too caught up in trends.
Yes, yeah. Well, I know that was a way for like Hogarden, like that style beer, Hogarden, the wit beer and all that was like kind of going away until they brought it back, and now you start seeing those types of beers more.
But even when you talk to, we're very small, we're only 3 barrels, we don't have a lot of accounts, but even when you talk to people, what are traditionally their best sellers? There's still these, wheat beers, these very classic styles. You go to some of the upscale restaurants, what are they selling the most of? Like Allagash, or these higher end, classic wheat styles, classic ales. They're not necessarily going full tilt into the next trend, the next hazy, hoppy, brewed without shoes on beer.
Right.
Whatever's on the front page of craft beer and brewing this week.
Yeah. Millennials are still ordering from Grubhub and not going to those places. So. But can you talk about the science behind this beer? We were talking about this a little bit.
Oh, yeah. So what's cool for us is we're small. Depending on how you look at it, we're either the smallest non-nano or the largest nano, since we're right at that 3-barrel line in Jersey. But one of the things we get to do is we get to play. And I always joke I'm like the closet tree hugger. I like to try different things, and especially with my mom being on the board of Sustainable South Jersey, how can we brew beer in a better way? How can we brew beer? And then we like to share our ideas with the industry, brew beer that is somehow cleaner, more environmentally friendly, a better process than what we've seen. And what's cool about this beer, when you never know it, and it's like Folgers taste test, nobody get it, it's actually fermented at close to 100 degrees Fahrenheit. We have a hybrid strain of yeast that we kind of crossbred some Norwegian Queck yeast and some Belgian yeast, and it's temperamental. It requires a lot of maintenance on our part, but it can ferment incredibly hot. Well, that's only half the battle. It's cool. We still have to ferment it long. We were talking about quick fermenting times.
Right.
The problem is if you rush it, that's when you run into all sorts of issues. We're still doing kind of a traditional cycle because there's a step down we have to do to keep the yeast happy, to keep the fermentation happy. And people seem to dig it. We don't get any off flavors. We don't get any major problems. No major flaws. But we can reduce our cooling energy used. On an average batch, even some of our traditional beers, because we're doing this across the board, we've cut our cooling energy usage by about 30%. We combine that with some other things we're doing. We're cutting our water usage. We are probably, gallon for gallon, one of the most efficient water usage numbers brewery-wise in New Jersey, to the point where even our own township doesn't really have much of an issue with us because we're less of a dependent on them than a traditional restaurant.
Right.
Where normally you might have, for every gallon of beer brewed, you might have 5 or 6 gallons of water involved in the process. We're sitting roughly about 2.5 to 3 gallons of water for every gallon of beer brewed, which is phenomenal. And then we write this up, we share it with some food scientists over at U Sciences and at Rutgers, and then we try to push it out further into the industry and see if anybody wants to play with the process, scale it.
See where it goes from there. Yeah, what can be done with it?
Yeah, because it's one of those things that if we get to more sustainable brewing, it's not only good for the environment, but it might also be easier for more little downtown breweries like us to open up. Places where, especially in rural areas that might not have 2-inch water service, or they might be drawing off a well. All of a sudden, that water usage is really going to matter, not only for sustainability, but for how they work day to day. And some of it is stuff we can share out, especially we were talking about yeast fermentation.
Right.
Queck gets a lot of play because it's like, you can ferment a beer in 3 days, but you're going to have issues with that beer, and you're going to run the risk when Queck misbehaves. You're going to have beers that taste like cold cuts on our hand.
Wait, when what?
It's a Norwegian farmhouse yeast.
Okay.
If you remember, this was one of my bold predictions for the year that might actually be the only one that comes true, unlike the Flyers winning the Stanley Cup.
It's one of those things. It's a lot of people
people are using it in hazy beers because it doesn't flocculate as much too.
What the fuck is flocculate?
But there are other ways to use this yeast. It's a fast fermenter, but if you let it take its time, and you actually have to beat it up a little bit beforehand, like it wants to ferment hot. We've actually had batches we've accidentally cooled too quickly, and even if you pitch it at like 80 degrees, it'll kind of be a slow poke. It'll be like, I don't know. It actually wants to be pitched hot. Most of the breweries out here are pitching their yeasts 60 degrees, 70 degrees, much lower, and we can do it with no active cooling in the tank. We've done it up to 105 degrees, and experimentally, we've had a lot of fun with that.
Now you take that yeast and put it with a bunch of different styles, or you just how do you do?
So this is where I'm looking. My mom has really deep dove into the fermentation characteristics of our yeast strains. And when we started playing with this, we actually worked with Omega to get a couple parent yeasts that came over from Brewery. And we started playing with those. And then we started trying out and reusing our own and creating our own. I don't know if it's really creating our own strain, but if we looked at it, apples to apples with their strains, I mean, they're cousins basically. But we've been able to really dial in how these different families of yeasts from Scandinavia can ferment hot, which satisfies that little tree hugger side of me, but it also creates some great flavors in the process. Like especially when you're talking about with the witch.
Yeah, the witch was very
good. Kind of spiciness.
Yes.
You get some very low-end characteristics. You would think I was going strong with a Belgian yeast starter there, or something from like the north of France, not necessarily something from central Norway.
Right.
Yeah, if you told me it was more of a farmhouse or a saison, I would have been less surprised. But when you told me it was a white stout, and very few people actually, Neck of the Woods makes a white stout, and Glasstown makes a white stout.
Yeah, there's not many.
And then you. So I'm glad that someone brought it here, because 2 years ago, Glasstown brought their Moe's mixtape, which is their white stout.
Okay.
So I was very glad to see another white stout. I even told my friend who's here, who loves white stouts, to go get it.
So you have a better memory than me, because just like when we were talking about something, I feel like 2 years ago was 2 decades ago.
It might have been.
What a decade the past year has been.
Yeah, exactly.
I was blackout drunk 2 years ago, but I took copious notes.
I could imagine if you had to handwrite them notes, what they would have looked like.
I think I might still have them. It's not English. It's definitely not English.
You can color within the lines.
No.
I think that was the first time we interviewed Tony.
I was
been.
offensive.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? That was.
Yeah, I was offensive. I was bad.
You?
Yeah, I was blackout drunk. Yeah, I started like 11. Yeah, it's rare for me.
Wait, do I have to go back and find this episode? You're offensive?
Yeah, I know. It's usually Nick, not me, but.
You can say whatever you want. Nick won't listen to this.
Nick didn't listen to our own podcast.
Like, where did we go?
Yeah, it was good.
So I remember a couple years ago, we had gone, I met you up at Lower Forge. Do you remember this?
Yeah.
Because I was drunk when I got there.
No way.
I was. and you guys had a watermelon beer. Do you remember?
Oh. We still make that. The only reason we didn't make it during the pandemic year is some supply side pricing. Okay. So we ended up making another batch of our strawberry beer.
Ooh, that'd be good too.
Because we do everything with real fruit, sometimes we're very vulnerable to some fluctuations. That's why we don't have a peach beer here like we had in 2019 fortunately, that's a little higher than usual at the moment. We're probably going to bring it out closer to Thanksgiving. But it's one of those things, that watermelon beer, when we bring it back, part of why it might not be around right now is we're also looking at doing like a hard soda.
Okay.
We're working on developing some non-alcoholic sodas. But we wanted to do something with gluten-free. We did some experiments, didn't really like it. So that might be our entree into gluten-free, is taking some of our fruit ideas and combining it with, I don't want to say with a hard seltzer recipe, because it really does become more of a soda, but combining some of that into that different product family.
Okay.
Cool. Very good.
I think this is where you guys do your best work, is where the low ABV, the different seltzers, the shandies, not many people have that on tap. I think that's where you get your main customer base, and that's what people are looking for nowadays. People are looking for seltzers, and we got a slushy that's a VIP beer today from Westville. I mean, it was delicious.
Did you try it?
It was really good.
Very good.
Very good.
I think that's the next trend here.
But so we have a frozen beer machine at the brewery, and actually sometimes when we're thinking about what we're mixing with it, we're thinking of beers that are going to mix well with fruit puree. So we actually did a pina colada beer with the White Witch. The day we kegged it, we actually took what was left over as we were done kegging. So I'm talking 3-4 gallons, and we mixed it with pina colada mix. Oh, people went insane over it. People loved it. But even when you look at like awards we call Craft Brewery, we're known for our radicals.
Yes.
Okay. Watermelon beer actually took us home a couple plaques. The lemons that we have here today are grapefruit radler. We do in the spring and fall. But we're very well known for that. Although we're going to try to throw some curveball. The beer we're tapping in, the VIP beer, is out. We're half-a-wise, and we're actually entering it and have a contest across the Atlantic because I like to be weird and see if I can get a trophy from Germany.
Mark that off. Get them back on their own style, right?
Every now and then, it's good for everyone to go over there and be a little pushy.
Who's the main enemy? The Germans. No, further back. The Germans again.
I see a trend.
This is a very good beer. It was more Austrian than German.
Yeah.
It was more like Arnold. Who's your daddy? What does he do?
Some Terminator vibe.
Yes. Got to get this beer out of here.
Channeling.
Then again, if I tried an accent right now, it would never really be Irish pretending to be Australian. So we're not, it's just going to be
leave that alone.
Put another shrimp on the barbie. Yeah. They don't really say that.
Wait, dingo.
Oh, Lord.
Dingo ate my baby. I don't. What?
Nothing.
Don't look at me. It's on
That was a
Seinfeld.
great
This was, it was Elaine.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm ready to dance. Nobody listening knows
you
I'm
wanna
not doing the Elaine right now. Right to this very nice table with this microphone.
What was it? And then he had her song. That dude had his own song, Desperado, and then she wanted to make one for them, and it was Witchy Woman.
I don't remember that.
Oh, you got it.
Yeah,
Okay.
whatever. All right.
That was before. It's a show about nothing. Yeah.
It really was. Well, we're not going to go there. So, which one am I supposed to come over and try? When I come up?
I will try the White Witch, but I will
White
try
Witch?
both.
I only have one glass.
Yes.
You just stand there.
Try the Radler to start with, since it's 4%, and then come back and try the Witch, since it's 7%.
I wouldn't have known the Witch was 7% if you just didn't say that. I thought it was another easy drinking ABV from you guys.
You know what it is? So when we got the malted oats in from Rabbit Hill, they had such a smoothness. You would think they were flaked. You would think she was rolling them. They really came out really nice. I mean,
the mouthfeel is very nice for her.
It's a great marketing blurb to say, hey, we're certified Jersey Fresh. We get all these grains from down in Cumberland County. I keep saying the wrong county, and I'm going to get credit. We get all these grains from down there, but it's high quality stuff too. We've played with some other malt stores. We played with a Connecticut malt store and a New York malt store. And I would never make fun of a local malt store, but the fact is, our own Jersey malt store, Rabbit Hill, is vastly superior to these other places. Whether it's just the quality of what she's growing, what she's doing, it works. And then quality ingredients, quality beer, it works out really nice for us.
Yep.
So can't complain about that at all. It's not only a great marketing blurb, but it kind of works out in the end.
Yeah.
Nice.
So we're going to start wrapping it up.
Is that because I'm empty?
I am too.
Well, you've been empty the whole time.
I know. Yeah. Waiting for you. He emptied out. He's like, oh God, I got wait for Amy.
I'm on a mission because I see somebody over here that's lingering, and I know he's coming on, but I want to go get some White Witch before I get on.
You have to sneak out.
I'm.
Yeah, really.
Yeah. So
I get
here we go.
hollered at every time I sneak out.
Well, you take forever. So
I don't. I'm talking.
Talking.
I'm talking.
Talking with 8 fingers.
Wait till the hands come out. Sean,
thank you for sitting down with us. I know you're.
Thank you very much.
I know you're regretting it now, but thank you very much.
If nothing else, before coming on, you finally helped me fix podcast apps.
There you go.
I am completely clueless sometimes when it comes.
Well, amazing. It all works as soon as he deleted ours from his account. Everything worked.
Everything worked.
Oh no, you got to get rid of that.
Get rid of that, and then everything went. It was amazing. Everything went right.
Swipe left when it comes to apps for podcast. this.
Jersey beer guys, swipe left.
Wait, swipe left might be good. I don't know. I actually don't know which is the bad.
No, I don't either, but it was really
Swipe
good.
left is bad, swipe right is stack.
Yeah.
So he swiped right.
There you go.
No, correct, not right.
Correct.
Yes, correct.
Yes. All right. Thanks again.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Cheers.
Thank you. You're good.
All right, we're back.
Where are we?
Amy's here, but it's going to take her a minute because for some reason she thought it was a smart idea to eat peanut butter
But it's like
pretzels
stuck in my mouth. It's not good.
right before you go on air. Let's start eating peanut butter
I was
pretzels.
hungry.
All right, so we're at the AC Summer Swelter Beer Festival. I don't know. We're someplace. We're neck of the woods. I don't even know where to.
We're in Pittman.
Yeah. I don't know where the fuck I am anymore. Anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, welcome to my world.
Yeah. So we're back. Here comes Eric. Eric's coming. Eric. All right, Eric's here. He'll be here. Tony's back.
I'm here. Hello.
Tony, we wrangled up somebody new. Somebody knows this guy. Everybody knows this guy. He's been on the podcast like 2 or 3 times already.
We did not wrangle him. He followed us.
Yeah. Well, he is our sponsor.
Oh.
So, yeah.
I got to be nice? What?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Should I start now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll start now.
If you were nice, I probably wouldn't like it. That's not Danny White.
No. Absolutely not.
Yeah. So that voice you hear is Jack from Dr Brewlittle.
Who is what?
Jack from Dr Brewlittle. Jack.
Jack.
Yeah. At Dr Brewlittle.
50 what with puberty? That's great.
Well, you know what? I was just having one of them pretzels.
Pretzels, the one you were picking on me about.
Yeah.
That's stuck in your
Residual
throat.
peanut butter.
Hi, Jack.
Hello.
How are you?
Just swell. How are you?
I'm just wonderful.
Swelter.
You're swelter. Not really.
It's not that bad outside.
No. It's fine. You're not going to melt.
It's doable. I'm under 10. I don't care.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, well, you've been in here for a while, waiting for your chance to go on. So, what's the big news here? That you got some? I heard you got some big news. You got a big. We're going to get right to it.
We're going to go right to the.
I'm right to the big news.
Okay, so we all know the maple shade.
All right.
On the podcast a few times we talk about stuff. So I'm a great proponent for the town. I like the things that they're doing, but I think that the town could do more to bring people in to show them that Maple Shade is like a nice town, friendly people kind of thing.
Hell yeah.
So I'm in the process of starting a beer fest in Maple Shade.
Okay, nice.
So I have like a board under me, and like we're doing a bunch of stuff, and getting the township and advisory board and a bunch of other people. So the announcement. So here now. The announcement probably going to be about a week or 2.
Okay.
We're shooting like October 30th. I have like 15 breweries involved, like media time for you guys, with a couple vendors, food trucks all set up. So as far as I know, unless like some catastrophe happens, like we're pretty good to go.
Awesome.
I pulled the permit a couple of days ago. I submitted it to the ABC, so plenty of time.
Good.
So we're
nice.
bringing a beer fest to Maple Shade.
Awesome.
Imagine that.
Really,
Yep.
Yeah.
What are we calling it?
It's Maple Shade Beer Fest.
Okay.
Nice, easy name. It tells you where it is, tells you what you're doing. Yeah, so just keep it
Very simple.
Yeah.
MSBF.
Yeah. So like October 30th for shooting.
Awesome.
Practice that. Maple Shade Beer Fest. You got this. You have
I
2
think
months to try this.
The AC Maple Shade Fest. Yeah.
It's just going to be all letters.
Beer Fest, yeah.
I'm excited.
That's so exciting. And this was all you?
Yeah, so I brought it up to like a couple people who go to Main Street Maple Shade and the Business Association, because like I do like that town a lot. I just feel like that they do things that bring people in, but not have people stay or show them like, hey, there's other things here to do. So I talked to the township, and like they were cool about it. I dealt with our township manager Susan Danton, who's like awesome for the town, really cares about it, loves the Main Street, like really big into like supporting local and stuff like that. So I brought it up. I got unanimous like advisory board approval. They gave me like a bunch of people to help me out with it, and then we just kind of like went full on into it. And now I'm just all of a sudden I'm in charge of a beer festival.
No shit.
Yeah, you don't have enough to do.
No,
yeah.
I really.
You needed something else.
I'm not there all the time. It's great. I'm definitely not going to be there after this festival. So
Yeah.
So just add another Tuesday meeting to my list, basically.
Well, I'm pretty happy with Jack because Jack has been. I go in there now, and Jack's not always there.
Yeah.
I like seeing Jack, but I like to know that Jack isn't there every waking hour of his day.
He was in the beginning, yeah.
Yeah, he was,
I
yeah.
went from like working with beer to like going to meetings about beer. If I'm not there, more than likely, if it's before 7 o'clock, I'm in a meeting for something for the brewery, or dealing with like a new collaboration we're trying to do, or an accountant and payroll. Like, Now it's just meetings. I'm like, what the hell? I went from like making beer.
Who is this guy?
Beer. It's awful. I feel like an adult.
Now I'm like a businessman again. This is bullshit.
I sat down yesterday and like, we were hanging out, people were over, and I was sitting in the brewery and I looked at my to-do list and I had like 45 things out there to cross out. So I just sat at a table for like 6 hours on my laptop like a nerd. And just worked the entire time.
Yeah, but you got to drink while you worked.
I mean, if I work,
I'm just saying, like, it's better than my job.
I mean, you can drink on any job. Just depends on how long you can do creative fire.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's true.
You can drink anywhere.
I know. I gotta try that.
Yeah, wherever you want.
Yeah.
I don't recommend it, but you could do it.
Hire me.
Yeah.
You can walk around
I can
Walmart.
collect.
You can walk around Walmart.
Anything at Walmart.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get chips, you pop open a beer, and all of a sudden security's on you. What the hell? You know?
Maybe a Target.
Well, yeah.
Target.
Yeah, so we're doing a little beer fest actually. So I'm in charge of that now, and got a bunch of nice people working with, and Bobby Lynn, her.
Right.
We're just doing a bunch of the town people who were, taking time out of their day to kind of open up and.
So my question is, where's it going to be? Like where?
Right by the brewery.
Okay. I wasn't sure if you were going to do it there because they have that little don't they have like a little like town area
Yeah, they have like that little gazebo place.
Yeah.
So I told them the big thing for me is I've been to a lot of beer fests, and I think sometimes what happens is you start to focus less on the beer and more on the festival.
Okay.
And for me, it's I'm handpicking every person that's going to be there is going for me first. I'm handpicking the breweries and I'm handpicking the vendors and the trucks and stuff. I want to make sure that this festival is going to have things to do. We're going to do 21 and over, no kids. This is going to be a beer fest. And it's going to be a beer fest, not just a festival in town.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Because they have had festivals.
Kind of like here. Like you have to be 21 or older. You have to
Beer a lot. I have people. I think we have about 15 right now. Between about 15 and 20. We keep it small our first year in the parking lot, and then I think our second year is when we'll kind of get to those 30, 35 numbers.
Awesome.
So I have a couple people that reached out to me that kind of heard about it through the grapevine kind of thing. That I was not able to fit in just yet.
Right.
But next year we're looking this is our first year. We're gonna try it out. We're, we're dealing with parking, police, barricades, all this stuff that goes with it. So we're gonna make sure everything goes okay the first year, and then the second year is really when we're gonna come swinging pretty hard. But I want to make sure that the beer is the important thing in the festival.
He's like a shark. He keeps coming around and making faces at everybody. He does.
I also
what the hell?
Many people know me. I've noticed, and I mean, I know Mark. I have people be like, "Hey, Jack, how's it going? It's great seeing you." I'm like, "Oh, hey, pal, what's up, buddy?" I have to look at the shirts now. I can look at.
I know. Thank God, right?
I'd be like, I know who you are.
Yeah. Or at least I know what brewery you're from.
Yeah.
So that was the Vins that come in and were making faces. Marvin and Kevin from Sweetsboro Brewing.
So Kevin was there?
Yeah, Kevin was there.
He was there.
He's quiet.
I'll stick my head up.
He was being Marvin.
I definitely saw Marvin.
Wow.
Mustache.
Don't be jealous.
Looks like a 1970s villain.
Vaudeville.
Yeah.
Vaudeville villain.
He's got a new nickname.
So listen, I'm super excited for this.
Listen, any beer festival I can stagger home from, I'm happy about.
Yeah, can you you got to get a bed set up so I can just spend the night. I'm just throwing that.
Couch to fall asleep on downstairs in the basement.
That's fine.
That's fine.
That's where the after party is.
That's fine. That's fine too.
Wait,
maybe I'll get beer for the kegerator.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
You go to the after party. I'll give you a six for the kegerator. No problem. You can always just ask me too. I don't know why you wait for a festival to tell me you want beer.
What the fuck is wrong with you? He wants beer. He always wants beer.
Podcast. At least I can give it beer.
Oh, I love that. We're there.
Wait, don't forget me.
Oh, you're not part of it.
Yeah.
And what?
I tried.
We were there a couple weeks ago. And we
there's a surprise.
We had the seltzer. We had Shannon make us up.
Which one? We've been going through. I'll tell you right now. I've been going through more seltzer and lemonade than some of the beers.
Wow.
Because we mix the lemonade with all of our beers for the shandies and rattlers. And you gotta think that it's only half of the thing is lemonade, but we're going through a keg or two a weekend. We're going through so much shandy stuff, and the seltzer flavor switches every other week.
So do you think that's because of the weather?
I think just because people like having a non-beer out.
Right.
We're doing stuff. I'll drink seltzer. I don't drink beer during the summer.
We were actually.
That's just a light, fresh. With the summer, you don't want the hot,
not like a heavy thing.
keep note, like in the winter, like is that going to die down and you're going to?
So we're going to do like winter, like seltzer and stuff like that. We have some stuff planned with that.
Can we talk about the seltzer you brought today?
I didn't bring a seltzer here. The wheat one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not seltzer.
I thought it said seltzer out there. I might be a little.
No, Summer Swelter.
Summer Swelter.
Sweet Swelter. I guess I could get seltzer from that. That makes sense.
Yeah, I can't read. I just memorize words at this point. That's exactly.
Great face for radio.
We all do. That's why we're here. That's why we're doing it.
My mom told me that once. That kind of hurt a little bit. Told me I had a great face for radio.
My mother said I was husky, not fat.
Big bones.
My mom says I'm really handsome. So we did a collaboration. I met up with Adam. I was talking with him, and he asked me to do a collaboration together for the festival, and I said, yeah, no doubt. So we were talking about some stuff, and I was like, oh, it's Summer Swelter, so I like playing with the names of stuff. So we had a wheat wine that we made, 11% wheat wine, which is also a style you don't see very often. Like I don't remember the last time I actually saw wheat wine anywhere. No. I know we're going with the festival of that. And then I told him, like, all right, so Summer Swelter, like, I think summer you think like hot, refreshing, like that kind of thing, and then Swelter you think heat.
Yeah.
So I said, I'm going to make a sweet heat beer. So I have a garden behind the brewery, I built, and I grew Anaheim, Thai chili, and Carolina bell peppers out there, and then we grew zucchini, cucumber, and I grew Aphrodite melons. So this beer, we basically took all the peppers, we fermented them, we pre-fermented the peppers before the beer. So you had Anaheim, Thai chili, and Carolina bell. Carolina bell and your Anaheim are like not going to give you a ton of heat, but a lot of flavor. Your Thai chili is going to be that heat pop that you kind of get in the back of it. And then we put in the Aphrodite melons, pineapple melons. So all fresh fruit, all fresh peppers that we grew. And just try to keep like pretty local. I'm not going to lie, I'm not a big like heat beer guy. I don't like when it stays with you and ruins other beers.
Bro, yeah.
Will stick for like 30 seconds and go away, but it'll wake you up. And it's also 11%.
It is awesome. It does not taste like
big beer.
That's a big boy. Yeah.
You know where I'm going when we're done.
I know. I know exactly where we're going.
Yeah.
People, like, there's a sign out there and it says in big numbers 11%. People go, I want this one. Then they drink it. Like, whoa. And they're like, I didn't know this was a hot beer. I'm like, I listed all the peppers.
Yeah, it's it.
Like, how much percent? I was like, that's 11%.
In English.
Oh. Yeah.
I can't wait. Now I'm excited.
It doesn't taste like, I know it doesn't taste
No, nowhere near 11%.
It's ruined a few people's nights.
Yeah. But the peppers kind of just coat your tongue and your mouth, and then
the heat, like the sweetness,
just goes away.
I don't like stuff like sitting in the palate for too long because it ruins other beers.
Right.
We just fermented the peppers out, had them in the cheese pot, conditioned the beer with it, and then we made 2 6-loops, so one for here. And we are going to tap one on the tap room after the festival.
Okay.
It's really different and perfect for this.
Yeah, I was pretty happy with how it came out, and people seem to really like it. So.
Is that what you have in there?
Yeah, you want some?
No, just pour a little bit right in there. Perfect. Thank you.
Now, I think since the last time you've been on, it's been a while. Changes have taken place inside the brewery.
Yeah, I did a lot of stuff since we last talked.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think the last time we talked with Christopher Shoreside, right?
Kosher man, right?
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
So actually, I have.
So that was February. Yeah.
I have the next winter.
Oh, I like that.
Oh, do you?
So yeah, we added.
Oh, it's Harry, right?
Harry
from Experimental.
Oh,
Experimental.
Yeah.
With
a little bit.
What's the word? There's a Japanese salted fermented plum. I forget the name of it, but so he made a Japanese plum sour.
Okay.
And he went with that, but it was a lot. But that beer is like really good, but it's good for like, you have a beer and you're like, this is insane, but it's so different. Harry makes those crazy beer.
Oh yeah, he made an olive sour one time, and it was really good.
We switched it up and like we did some base. So like I've been leading up to the anniversary. So like, next weekend's our 1-year anniversary. Wow. So we've been like doing this really
Wait, so I've only known you for a year?
Yeah.
It's been over a year.
It feels like 5.
I've actually been getting a lot lately with people that they think that they know me forever. Like
forever.
You know me and Zeppy.
Right.
I've only known them since October. I mean, Zeppy's wedding party.
That's hysterical.
I know, it's pretty crazy. But yeah, so we.
Wow.
Yeah, we just added a canning line. So I have a Dawson from Wild Goose, same one that Zed's has. So actually, we were able to go down there and check it out before we got it. I got an automatic labeler for it. We had 3 new tanks, so I have 2 10-barrel fermented, 10-barrel bright, and we're kind of dipping our toes in the water so we need more space already. And,
yeah.
Keep up because we're selling between 17 and 20 halves a weekend at least, and then I'm running through about 15 to 20 cases.
You got a cooler at the brewery now?
So the 3-door fridge.
Yep.
We're doing 4 packs to go, single serve cans. We're kind of moving away from the growler and growler scene and doing the more full-pack stuff. Like we'll always have growlers, but we're going to get rid of the 32 ounce coolers and stuff like that. But yeah, we've added a lot of stuff, and we're kind of looking at. I can't expand really much more there, so like we're at location number 2.
Oh
yes.
Could knock down the wall.
Delran. God damn it, Riverside.
I would love to do a shorter brewery. be open 6-7 months out of the year for our tap room, but do year-round production. So have a big facility, but like not have to be open in every town that's going to be.
Right.
Yeah.
Like fund everything else. I mean, it's so early on. Like it's not even been a year yet, and we're already like expanding and adding more stuff. We're very thankful for, but we're running through beer, man. It's great.
Yeah, it's always pretty busy in there.
We got Rob coming all the time.
Yeah, really.
It's really because of Josh, not because of me. I mean, Josh makes. I haven't had a bad beer from him yet.
Right, and you're also helping other people make beer too.
Yeah, so we're helping out Arc Brewing.
Arc Brewing, yeah.
So Kenny's a good friend of mine. Like I've known him since Double Nickel days, and like just kind of reconnected with them, and they deal with some licensing stuff. And because they have a plenary license, we can brew some collaboration and like sell them in the restaurant kind of thing. So they have our beers on tap. We're brewing with him, and we're helping him out. We have a contract that we're doing with those Bus Alliance for hip hop collaboration.
Okay.
So we just have a lot of stuff going on. I feel like every time it's like something new. Like someone stops by for a meeting.
Check your notes. 15 minutes. Hang on.
There's so much stuff going on.
Hey, there you go, Amy. You can get a job as his personal assistant.
Oh yes. Sure. No, I'll do it.
I forget meetings. Almost everything. Because it really is. I have like 2 or 3 things a day, like at least just meetings. I mean, they're like beer.
Let's talk.
Right, scheduling.
Well, listen, you also have to be able to carry his golf clubs, or at least drive them.
Yeah,
my caddy.
Yeah, because he golfs a lot.
I'd say right now since we last talked, my game is dialed in. I've like made a couple of cuts for tournaments and stuff now too.
Did you?
I'm going to Florida. I'm going to New York. Yeah.
How's the windmill? You beat that yet?
No, I can't. I can't do it. It just turns so fast.
the clown's mouth.
Nice.
Oh, now I get it. How's a windmill? Because it's
mini golf.
Yeah, I got it.
Boy, nothing gets past you, huh?
No.
Yeah, and just think, she's the show.
Yeah,
that's not true.
Quite a show.
Yeah.
Yeah, things been good. We've just been really, really busy or something.
Damn,
it's good.
1 year and growing.
That is awesome.
I'm not even gonna be there. It's in the wedding, middle of nowhere, Poconos next weekend, so I won't even be there for it. But like, it's wild to think that like that year is already gone.
Josh is gonna have to take over. It's crazy.
Yeah, he's got it. Not my staff. I got one.
I know.
It's just wild to think that it's already been.
I can't believe it's like, I really feel like I've known you a lot longer than
I remember when you were opening and we did construction.
Yeah, we did the first, but then like it was back in like.
It was in February.
February.
No, it was the day Kobe died. Remember we went to.
That's right. We're like, Kobe.
We went to the Blue Monkey Tavern after the podcast.
Yeah, we sat down the table.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Like it's just so many things changed from then. It's insane and stuff that like.
Well, that's
We never released that episode. I actually listened to it like twice. It was actually one of our best episodes.
It was a lot of fun, but like, then like dates changed and names changed.
And everything.
I felt bad. I was like, you're gonna release an episode, and then like they're gonna come at brewery in 4 or 5 months, and it's gonna be like completely different. Yeah.
But it's definitely worth it. You need to get to Dr Brewlittle's.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
And I'm not even really that affiliated with the podcast.
Yeah, he doesn't have his T-shirt yet. He's got to get him the T-shirt.
The plain black T-shirt you're wearing.
Yeah, with the.
It's not plain.
Yeah.
You're sitting down.
Exactly. Yep.
Smart.
Hashtag marketing.
Yeah.
It was cheaper that way.
Spend the $5.
Hashtag cheap ass.
Cheap ass.
Cheap ass.
You gotta hit those sponsors up.
Yeah.
I know. What the hell?
Unbelievable. Not me though. The other.
Good answer.
Damn.
Yeah,
I can use some stuff.
Yeah.
Stuff.
Swag. Yeah.
Well, wait a minute. What happened to your Hidden Sands T-shirt?
I lost it. I don't know where I put it.
Gordy.
Oh, we're not gonna give you more stuff. You'll lose stuff.
It's in my closet somewhere. My closet, it's bad. It's fine. I'll find it. Now I'm on a mission.
All right.
1,000% forgetting about this. This is December recording.
No, I'll find it.
You're gonna look for it?
Yeah. No, I've been like 2 weeks now. I'm like, where'd it go? I still have your hat and this sweatshirt.
That's good.
Yeah, I know where that is.
It's
perfect.
Oh yeah, we just redesigned our merch line too.
All right, well, yeah, don't forget about me.
That's a meeting on Monday.
Yeah. Get on that. Remind them of the meeting.
I know. Meeting on Monday. Tuesday too. That's not true. I don't need, give me your phone.
No, you don't want to see stuff out there.
Yeah.
Right.
That's the answer. She takes the phone and takes pictures.
Yeah, that is not a smart business.
Smart man, Jack.
Yeah.
What the hell?
My wife real well.
Listen, I want to go get some beer. That was good.
Thank you.
Yeah, Tony gave me a little bit, and just so I can taste it while we're talking. Wow, the pepper in that is amazing.
It kind of reminds me of like a beer salad. Like you got like the melon, the sweetness from it.
Finishes like a food.
Yeah,
right.
It's kind of wild because there's like the fruit and the pepper, and so it finishes like almost like a food.
Right. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna have to go get some.
It's good, and you know what? It was longer than 30 seconds, by the way. Like that burn.
Yeah.
But no, that's not a bad thing. But I'm like, it went away. Like I wasn't like, oh my god, the burn. Like
No,
it was
wasn't
like
overpowering. It helped the rest of the melon flavor.
It doesn't ruin your beer.
no, very very good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Stoked how it came out.
Aptly named too.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes.
Wait, what's the name?
Sweet Swelter.
Oh.
So it's a collaboration with Adam and Summer Swelter festival and stuff.
Cool. I like that.
If you were awake in the beginning of the conversation,
I wasn't like, I just didn't remember. I know.
Busy with my schedule.
It's not that I forgot. I just don't care.
In his phone.
Well, listen. Wait, no. You gotta understand when you're talking to Jack, you have to watch his mouth too at the same time. Like
What?
he's a fast talker.
I know. Yeah. I got that.
Like I'm like, how fast is that fucking mouse running in your head? Because it right.
Treadmill.
Yeah.
Yes,
I don't really
he's on the wheel.
On the wheel.
never slow down. I think
No,
I
and
at like 3 a.m. last night. I woke up at like 6 or 7 today to do this.
Oh my God.
There's not a lot of like, I don't really stop. I'm like kind of afraid to stop almost. So, like we're coming to a point where like I have a couple trips coming up and like I'll be gone for a few weekends. I'll probably still be working, but I haven't really stopped since COVID. Like even the week I went away for my birthday, like I was working literally every day.
Yeah, he's a
Yeah, I'm not
like,
good at stopping.
I do. I have to watch his mouth when he talks because I can't keep up.
Reading lips.
Like I'd love to have an interview with you slowing down.
Good luck with it.
I know, right? It's never going to be.
T's and P's.
50 years from now.
Yep.
Maybe.
Oh no, I'll be dead. But yeah.
I mean, I probably would too.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
Yep. All right, we're wrapping this up.
All right.
Yeah, we need some beers.
And girl, hey, I got you. Yeah,
Thank you very much,
right.
Jack. We'll see you at the brewery.
Dr. Brewlittle's.
All right.
Pretty sure we're going to walk by that beer right now.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
October.
I'm going to grab one.
Or Barktober.
Yeah, man. Come on.
Yep.
I'm gonna go get the barcode.
All right, you got to get after it.
I'm going to get it all.
I'll see you guys later.
All right.
Sounds
Yeah.
good. Cheers.
3 minutes. Bye.
The Jersey Beer Guys
And the girl.
is hosted by Rob Talley,
And Amy Diamond.
along with Eric Bracken and Ian Talley. It's produced and edited by Richard Rabing.
You can find us on Twitter and Facebook at Jersey Beer Guys 1 or Instagram at Jersey Beer Guys.
Thanks for listening, and remember,
Try something Jersey.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.